What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Prime Moment Vidic. This is now a cracking card. We've used his base. We managed to get that out of the base icon SBC. I think it was one of my first or second ones. My first defender. This card looks fantastic. 80 pace, 95 defending and physical just on the base alone. The card looks absolutely cracked. It has got a massive price tag of just over and just under 2 million, depending on what console you're on. Obviously, he will drop down eventually. They are brand new, and Vidic had to be one of the ones that I did very, very early on. Obviously, chemistry style is going to be quite interesting because you don't really want to whack a shadow on him because his defending is already pretty up there, with everything being, 92 and above, and then 93, 95 and 96s. So literally putting a shadow on will just max out to 99, but the difference, you won't really see a massive one. So obviously a catalyst is what we're going to be using. Does give him up to 90 pace, which would give him 89 acceleration and 91 sprint speed. Absolutely fantastic there. I loved his base. This card, I cannot wait to give it a go. Physical wise, aggression is pretty much maxed out. You've got 95 strength, great stamina. Even the balance and agility isn't awful for a centre back. Then we've got 89 composure. Again, I would prefer a 90, but I'm not actually complaining for once on this one. Great reactions, passing's decent enough. Obviously with a catalyst he'll go up to 81 short pass and 84 long pass. Let's just get straight into this and see what Vidic can do for us. Oh, actually traits. Power header, team player. Let's get into it. Vidic already looking fantastic as ever. Honestly, such a good card. I would hopefully eventually like to get myself a Prime Moment Vidic tradable, untradeable for the icon team. Vidic gonna take a stab in the dark. Vidic watching Neymar. How has he let that? I think it's half time. He let that through. Definitely shouldn't be letting a goal through like that. Vidic with a lovely challenge, winning the ball back. It manages to go to one of our other players, so we'll take it. Tackling wise should be absolutely his strong point right now. Into Vidic. He's kind of like one of them players that I feel like I've been waiting for him in icon status for quite some time, and it's just crazy that he's already here. Like, it doesn't feel like yesterday that he retired, obviously being very, very good with Rio. So that would be a lovely partnership to have, like Van der Sar, Prime Moment, Rio and Vidic all in the same team. It's becoming gonna be one of the best defenses that I've used so far, other than obviously the Maldinis of the game and all of that good stuff. Vidic with a straight tackle on Mbappe there. The problem with the defense and having Vidic in there now is that the defense is so good already, and like, I'm really happy with how my defense has turned out. Lahm was an absolute cracking little pull from the icon SBC. So now we've got Lahm, Carlos Alberto. Obviously we've got a lone Roberto Carlos, but normally is Varane and Mendy. So the defense has been pretty good, and it's very hard to break down, let alone putting in literally a 90 paced Prime Moment in there as well. Vidic's time to shine. It's got Benzema trying to go forward. He has gone and passed out wide, and this is the problem. I can't get any tackles with Vidic because nobody wants to go near him. Vidic is going to see Benzema, and that's it. Standing tackles are pretty much the common tackle for Vidic, and every single time he will win the ball. If you get it right, I guarantee he wins that ball. He is absolutely cracked on that defense. Vidic has now got the 2-on-1 opportunity. Again, just takes it off and don't even have to press a button. That may have been my fault getting that pass out. Luckily, Roberto Carlos has got cracking little interception rates there. Vidic coming in for that interception. You love to see it. He even gets a look at that ball. Absolutely slots it into Barnes. Oh, Barnes is going to take that though all day long. Vidic with a head, he's got to win that. Every single time I would kind of put my money on Vidic at the very least to win the head. Vidic with a cracking interception, then manages to get it out to De Bruyne. And again with the interceptions, absolute cracking stuff from him. Vidic stepping up. Honestly, the interceptions are on point with him. Vidic now in a 2-1 situation again. Going to stop it every single time. The big Serbian is always going to benefit from that. Unfortunately, we do get a little bit unlucky with the seconds on that one though. Vidic hunting Suarez down. He knows that he can see that Benzema run. Very quick to move, very good on his like kind of agility and his movement. So that's always nice. I think his base was a little clunky to some extent. Not saying that that's his overall animation, but he did feel somewhat clunky. Whereas now I feel like more the agility side of stuff is really coming into play for him. Vidic is going to take control. And watch that lovely interception / tackle. Vidic is going to try and take him out. He's just running completely with the ball. Absolutely easy challenge. When someone's running in a straight line and you have a defender like that, there is no chance that they're getting past him. Vidic again, not taking any nonsense from them going through. Vidic hunting Griezmann down and then gets a superb pass off to Barnes. So going into the overall for this absolute animal, there was not much that went past him, to be honest. We will just whack the catalyst on, which is what we was using with the 90 pace, 71 passing and 95 defending and physical. Turns him into a 93 rated centre back. And what I was saying about the shadow to begin with, you only get a +4. Everything goes to 99, don't get me wrong, that is pretty sick. You could even go with an anchor potentially, and you do get the physicals maxed out as well. Yes, you only get 85 pace, but I think that's pretty good in itself anyway. But I feel like the catalyst will add that extra bonus of a little bit more passing. He comes from an era of defending where you didn't really need to pick the ball up and sprint 20 yards with it as a centre back. Not saying you do now, but there's more ability from centre backs. You look at someone like Virgil, there's more about him than just a big tackle and an oof. He can pass the ball, he can play with it. It's the new era of centre backs, and it's what I've been saying from the very beginning. If you compare the two, the brand new centre backs to the John Terrys, the Rios, the Vidics, yes, there was some ability there, but the main thing that was revolved was pace, defending and physical, and the latter two was the kind of most important. The defending was always massive, and the sliding tackling especially was a massive thing back in the day of this era of centre back. He is 2.2 mil. I personally wouldn't spend that on him. Was interesting to see if he had any more careers here. I felt like he should have been, but I could be totally bluffing there and think he may have been before that time of Ultimate Team. But what a card he is. 90 pace. Obviously, you can max out physical and defending with an anchor, or you can then go a shadow and max out the pace to 90 still. But for me, Catalyst will be my favourite. In general, he's just an absolute beast. He's probably easily 10 out of 10 for me. I feel like he'll be up there with the Rios, the Maldinis, especially when we do get them, because I think we don't quite have the prime moment Rio or Maldini as of yet. They should come in the next set, so it's going to be very interesting to see. I wonder if has Blanc got one yet? No, Blanc, Desailly. I'm just trying to figure out who actually has them. So defending wise, there's very few of the actual prime moments, and I definitely think this is going to be an absolute top tier in a lot of people's eyes. So hopefully we can get him in a prime moment SBC or anything down the line, maybe even pack him. We got Rio last year. Could it be Vidic this year? I'd be very interested. Let me know down below what you think about Vidic. Have you used him or used any of the prime moments? Let me know down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.